So I've been asked a few times to do a video on how I produce stuff. And again, what I always reiterate is these videos and these techniques are based on stuff that I've found out. They're not gospel. They're not, the quote-unquote proper way to do things, but they work for me, and they have worked for me for years. And this is how I do them. So if we get some comments that talk about, well, you're not doing this the right way and so on and so forth, look, I've been able to do it and it's worked. That's how I go ahead and do it. This is the project. This is for a group of spots that I produce on a monthly basis for one of my clients named Bennett Nissan. I've gone ahead and opened up the project file in Vegas, which I've been using for the past, 20 years now. Holy crap, am I getting old. And I'm going to go and pull the voice track that I already recorded. And at the moment, my vocal track has 2 levels of compression on it, 1 level of EQ. And it was compressed when I recorded it, going through my tube preamp and going into the computer. Where did I put it here? 2020, okay. And there it is right there. So all of this has got a little bit of processing on it. It was also saved with processing because I saved it with IZotope Nectar to a certain, what I call autopilot level of processing. Before it leaves my studio, I want it to have some level of quality that whoever's working with it in post can, improve it from there. Now, over here, I don't know if you can see this, but I could set project settings. And over here, I've got project settings for the project. So if I go to this Master Effects, it pulls up this little dialog box where I have smooth compression put across the entire project. So it really smooths out the sound of the project right from the get-go. Up on this, and I'll push it back over here, on my, let's see if I can adjust this better. Up here on this track, on the first track, I can probably expand these a little bit bigger just to give you a better view. Let's do that. On the first track, my vocal track, I have IZotope Nectar, which I would tweak according to the project. So it's not exactly a standardization of what I would use. It's more of a contextualization, if I could even say that word right. Contextualization of the track itself. So I've got compression and effects on the project. I've got a little bit of effects on the track. And I'm going to start with that. This is based off of previous projects, and it's so weird to see them blown up like this. It's odd. So if I go ahead and play it, I can have, I've got my first couple of spots. They probably stop right around here, and there's another spot over here and the first spot there. I'm going to go ahead and listen to how it sounds so far and start editing down my pieces that I want. So here we go. I'll try and talk along with this, but because I'm a guy and I can only do one thing at a time, bear with me. If I think of something to say, I'll interject. So here we go.
When you start the process of buying a new or pre-owned,
I don't like that take.
When you start the process of buying a new or pre-owned vehicle. When you start the process of buying a new or pre-owned vehicle, finding a dealer that you can trust.
So I like that first part, and from what I recall, I'm probably going to start it off. This is a little bit more of a conversational approach. It has a very conversational sound to the line, so I'll probably leave it a little naked.
Dealer that you can trust. Buying a new or pre-owned vehicle. Finding a dealer that you can trust. Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task. I
think I like that other way. I said it right there.
Can be a daunting task.
And then we get into the meat of the spot. Bennett Nissan. All right, let's see.
Bennett Nissan. Once again.
So just as the music bed kicks in, this is the music bed right here, by the way, the second track down. This third track down here, I don't know why it's there. I'll go ahead and nuke it, make it simple.
Bruce Bennett Nissan.
All right, so
Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task.
I'm going to increase the pacing of that, this way it sounds a little more natural.
You can trust can be a daunting task.
Got a nice little pause there. I'm going to tighten that up. Actually, no, that's what I was going to do. So, how am I going to do this?
Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task.
You know, I actually may just kind of nuke all this and see how that sounds.
Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task.
Or maybe I can just fade into it, see how that sounds. So I'm experimenting here with the style of the spot.
Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task. Bruce Bennett. Bruce Bennett.
Going to let that establish a little bit more, and then ramp it down.
Bruce Bennett Nissan.
Cutting off the Bruce Bennett Nissan a little bit.
Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award, once again won the 2020.
So it's like Frankensteining together.
Won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of five-star customer. This award is based on hundreds of five-star customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedan. And SUV. Our customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedans and SUVs offer some of the industry's best safety features. SUVs offer some of the industry's best safety features. Emergency braking. Best safety features. Automatic emergency braking. Automatic emergency braking. Automatic emergency braking. Blind spot warning. Rear emergency braking. Blind spot warning. Rear cross traffic alert.
I should really put ripple effect on here, but I never use it for whatever reason. Boom.
Traffic alert. Apple CarPlay.
Boom.
Traffic alert. Apple CarPlay. Android Auto. And Bennett Nissan. Play. Android Auto. Just to name a few.
There we go. Sometimes I click the wrong button.
Android Auto. Just to name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan. Open 7 days a week. Bruce Nissan. Name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan.
You know what I didn't do, just in case I need to do this, is set my track, my event, to be time compressible.
Name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan. Open 7 days a week. Bruce Bennett Nissan. Open 7 days a week.
Make that better.
Few. Bruce Bennett. A few. Bruce. A few. Bruce. A few. Just to name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan. Open 7 days a week. 7 days a week. Nobody stocks more, sells more, or services more Nissan, or services more Nissans. Nobody stocks more.
I did a bunch of different takes on that line.
Nobody stocks more. Nobody stocks more.
I like that. Let's go with that. Nuke this.
Nissan. Open 7 days a week. Nobody stocks more. Nobody stocks more. 7 days a week. Nobody stocks more, sells more. Nobody stocks more. Nobody. Or Bennett Nissan days a week. Nobody stocks more, sells more, or service more Nissan. Stocks more, sells more, or services more Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan. That's
the end right there. And it's already, it's going to be long. So now I got to go through and have the fun. Let me undo that because that's the second spot. Let's see what we have here so far.
Dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task. Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of 5-star customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedans and SUVs offers some of the industry's best safety features: automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, just to name a few. Bennett Nissan, open 7.
So this is supposed to be a 30-second commercial, and we're at 39 seconds. Okay. So this is going to be another fun, in-depth version, and maybe I'll speed this process up. But I'm going to go ahead and make all these little events that I divvied up, which I should have done at the beginning, able to be time compressed. So this is a setting on Vegas that allows the vocal part to be stretched and not have that chirping effect within a certain parameter. So I can highlight this whole thing, group them together, and squeeze them down. I'll probably go about 106, 107% roughly. Move my music bed back a bit. And because my music bed, I think, is timed to exactly 30 seconds, you can see that's 26. So it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. I can actually take this section of the music bed. Well, actually, I'm going to need that front end. So I want this. Let's see if that's the end. I want it to be about, that's 27. So I've got about to there to work with. So I'm probably going to have to go ahead and remove some copy, which happens on occasion.
Being a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task. Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020 Dealer. Once again,
I'm going to tighten that. Pause up a little bit.
Has once again won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of 5-star customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedans and SUVs offers some of the industry's best safety features: automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, just to name a few.
So I'm going to take those out because those aren't exactly, they can be safety features, but
alert, just to name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan, open 7 days a week. Nobody.
I'm going to take that out. Open 7 days a week. They can find that out at the website. If they're open 7 days a week, that's a good thing. They'll find out one way or the other.
Nobody stocks more, sells more, or service. Nissan. Nobody stocks more.
Stocks more. All right, here we go. Come on.
More. Sells more, or services more, or services more Nissans than than Bruce Bennett, just to name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan.
Let's see where we are time-wise. So we're down to 32. Not bad. We still got to get crunched down a little more. And I think I can go a little. This is like a big tutorial on how to crunch audio down. So I'm at 108% of the original time, and that puts me at 31, but technically I'm really at 31.19.
Nissans. Then Bruce Bennett Nissan. Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task. Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020.
Offset that, move here.
Can be a daunting task. Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of 5-star customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedans and SUVs offers some of the industry's best safety features: automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, just to name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan. Nobody stocks more, sells.
So I'm going to go ahead and extend the music bed, which is always fun. So I've got my tail end there. solo it out. My upbeat. I always try to get it timed right. So I can probably cut in right there on that upbeat. As soon as I can grab it. Got a pretty good timing on it. Blend it in. Let me turn that ripple off. There we go. There's my upbeat. So it's a little abrupt. So with Vegas, which is wonderful, I can just simply drag the events into each other and they blend in. Makes it a little bit more seamless. Beautiful, love it.
Or services more Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan. Stocks more, sells more, or you can trust can be a daunting task. Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task.
I'm going to change that so it comes up a little bit more abrupt.
That you can trust can be a daunting task. Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the...
I'm not satisfied with my voice kind of sounds minuscule. So I'm going to, let's see, what do I do here? I'm going to tighten up the compression a little bit. Let's look at my EQ. Let me kick up the bottom end. And it's kind of in context with the, I'm going to add a little reverb on it. Been playing around with that lately.
Finding a dealer that you can trust.
A little bit too much. It's got a lot of soak. Just a tad.
Finding a dealer that you can trust.
Still a little bit too much soak.
Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task. Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of 5-star customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedans and SUVs.
And this is just, I probably should have prefaced this at the beginning. A basic voiceover music bed application that is kind of the way I do things.
Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task.
Now, I don't like the reverb being naked, so I'm going to dry it up in that section. I created a new track, and I'll put that up here.
Finding a dealer that you can trust.
Still have a little bit of reverb, but I'm going to turn it off on that track.
Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task. Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of 5-star customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedans.
So I'm going to fatten that up a little bit more. What can I do here? And this is where I kind of play with a little bit of saturation. We look at the compression and adjust things here. Move that up. Looks good, 3.2. It's about what I normally do for compression. I think there's a secondary compressor on here as well. And I'll do the same thing here. Let's see how fat it sounds now.
Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of 5-star customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedans and SUVs offer some of the industry's best safety features. Automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, just to name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan. Nobody stocks more, sells more, or services more Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan. Nissan. Traffic alert, just to name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan. Nobody.
Space that out a little bit. Give it a little bit of air, breathing room.
Bennett Nissan. Nobody stocks more, sells more, or services more Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan.
I'm going to try and find a more definitive way I said that. So, because I'm kind of hearing a similarity in the cadence.
Which is a mouthful.
All right, it is. It is a mouthful.
Than Bruce Bennett Nissan.
That's got more definitive attitude towards it. So I'm going to replace that out. Let me undo the rest of the spot. And we'll, just for boredom's sake, only do this one spot, just to give you an idea of my thought process, which can probably be chaotic to some.
More Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan.
So before, where it said was the cadence and delivery.
Nissan. Nobody stocks more, sells more, or services more Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan.
That's got more definitive ending to it. Rather than
There's more Nissans.
More Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan.
Bennett.
So from a voiceover technique, I gave myself an option with different endings that fit into the context of the sentence, in my opinion.
Nissan. Nobody stocks more, sells more, or services more Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan.
Now, I'm satisfied with the way that ends. It has a little bit more definitive character, meaning that, you know, when we end our sentences, we naturally end downward, and it signals to the listener that, hey, I'm done.
Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task. Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of five-star customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedans and SUVs offers some of the industry's best safety features: automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, just to name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan. Nobody stocks more, sells more, or services more Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan.
Kick up the reverb on that just a tad, give it a little bit more of a sheen.
Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of five-star customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedans and SUVs offers some of the industry's best safety features: automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, just to name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan. Nobody stocks more, sells more, or services more Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan.
I think that's good.
Is based on hundreds of five-star.
I like that. So we'll go ahead. It's about 32.
Finding a dealer that you can trust.
I'm going to save it. I can save it as this month, not last month. So this is kind of a warts and all process that I go through when I build these things that apparently some people want to see. So, yeah. And after over 20 years of doing this in radio and all sorts of different platforms, here it is. It's not exactly sexy, but to some who like this stuff, I hope it's helpful. So right now I'm going to render the project, the file. And so I've got my folder picked out. So this is going to be, let me see what we're going to be calling this. For now, just for video's sake, I'll do February 2020, spot 1 as an MP3. I've got a 256 because I want nice high quality. It's going to render it. And now, keep in mind, I got the whole project compressed. I've got the top track processed and EQ'd, and I had to basically reassess it within the context of the music bed. So I'm going to go ahead and open it, bring it over to SoundForge for a final polishing, if you will.
Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task.
And typically I go to what is called Wavehammer.
Finding a dealer that you can trust can be a daunting task. Bruce Bennett Nissan has once again won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of five-star customer reviews.
I like
Our
the way
new
that
lineup of
sounds.
Nissans.
I'm going to go with a little bit more smooth compression. Hit save, done, boom.
Won the 2020 Dealer Rater Customer Satisfaction Award. This award is based on hundreds of five-star customer reviews. Our new lineup of Nissan sedans and SUVs offers some of the industry's best safety features: automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, just to name a few. Bruce Bennett Nissan. Nobody stocks more, sells more, or services more Nissans than Bruce Bennett Nissan.
And there you go. That's kind of it in a nutshell on how I produce, especially basic things like this. If I get really intense with some podcast intros, I get crazy with multi-track editing and effects and things of that nature. And I've got another video in the works that we're going to be baking up here, hopefully later this week, that talks a little bit more about that, because It's an automotive spot for this, but it's not your traditional scream in your face. It's kind of like a cross between of a promo announcer and, hey, you know, I'm just sitting here talking to you, leveling with you. So hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, hit me up. JimMcCarthyVoiceovers.com. Of course, whatever channel this is on, you can see in the description box down below how to follow and, subscribe, rate, and all that fun stuff. If you hate the content, then let me know. I mean, I'm not going to please everybody. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.